Right, ngā mihi nui, kia koutou katoa, ko Amber McEwen tōku ingoa, he kai whakaheari matua tāku tunga mahi. As George said, my name is Amber. I am the CEO of REANNZ. I know some of you, I don't know all of you, but I am around all week, so feel free to come up for a chat if you want to know what REANNZ is up to or anything that I'm talking about today. Thank you all for taking the time to come and listen to this presentation. It's a real pleasure to be here today, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity this gives me to speak to you for the first time about the work that we're doing. Before I start, I would just like to thank Nick, George, and the teams at NeSI, Genomics Aotearoa, and REANNZ for all the work that's gone into putting together such a fantastic event. So thank you guys, it's been a pleasure. I've had some really fantastic conversations and learnt a lot about what's going on across the sector over the last few days. But you're not here to listen to what I think about the conference. You're here to talk about the future. So I'm sure that many of you know by now that last year we were asked by our then Minister, Judith Collin, to identify a way of integrating the services and capability currently delivered by NeSI into REANNZ. In November last year, the proposal on how to do this was approved, and since then we have been focusing our energies on how we can deliver on the opportunity this proposal presents for Aotearoa. The integration of NeSI into REANNZ will deliver a hub for eResearch infrastructure for the benefit of the entire Aotearoa research community. I see this as a really exciting opportunity to strengthen eResearch infrastructure and to enable REANNZ to better support our research, education and innovation sectors so they can continue to deliver quality research outcomes. So the first question you might be asking now, or when you first heard the news, was why? What's the point? Why should we do this? Well, many of you will be aware of the infrastructure and related services to support New Zealand's eResearch Future Report, a big mouthful known as the DDRI report, which might be more familiar, which laid out the case for change and the opportunities to be taken. The question the report sought to answer was, what are New Zealand's future needs of infrastructure and related services to support eResearch, and how can NeSI and REANNZ best position their roles and capabilities within the system to support these? At a high level, the report identified 4 opportunities for Aotearoa to do the following. Firstly, better respond to the world of rapidly changing technology, and we've heard that theme through many of our speakers over the last few days. We all know there isn't enough money around to play with the kit we want to play with. Second, strengthen our institutional arrangements and refresh system settings. Third, increase the sector's ability to attract and retain talent, a challenge I know we all want to solve. And finally, the report talked about the opportunity to create critical mass through consolidation of sector demand. Seizing these opportunities has been, and will continue to be, our focus. So about 2 years after that report was written, REANNZ received a letter from Minister Collin requesting REANNZ consider expanding its service offering to include those services currently offered by NeSI. We now have a program of work underway that will see the integration of NeSI services and capability into REANNZ by the 1st of July 2025. The goal is to maximise the impact of current investment in eResearch infrastructure, and by doing so achieve greater national reach. We know that this work will further support institutions to grow digital research through broader availability of eResearch infrastructures. The vision is to enable equitable access to eResearch infrastructure and specialist capabilities regardless of institution. We propose to do this by providing sector access to a mixture of managed and federated infrastructure, both nationally and internationally. It will strengthen the quality of the sector's skills pipeline and further support training and capability development. And through integration, we can make the most of efficiencies of scale and enhanced coordination, collaboration and partnership. Again, themes we've heard a lot this last few days, which makes this a really exciting opportunity for us all. There's a lot we can do by pulling together and working together on this. The great news is we're not starting from nothing. There's a lot of work to do, but we've got a great base to build from. We are integrating two highly respected organisations with unique service models, and better yet, will create a new combined team of people who deliver to your evolving needs. NeSI was established in 2010, and with its end-user focused business model and strong relationships across the research sector, the NeSI team will certainly bolster what we currently offer at REANNZ. So integrated, the expanded REANNZ will bring eResearch infrastructure and capabilities together under one metaphorical roof. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and Amanda said that this morning, and I completely agree with her, to rethink how we deliver infrastructure for the sector. We have a chance to look at global best practice and identify models work best for Aotearoa and wrap that into our thinking about the future. Over time, we expect to be able to offer a broader range of services to the research, education and innovation sectors, improving access and ensuring equity for all. We'll be able to use our critical mass to deliver a stronger value proposition to investors and to therefore gain greater investment in the future. Yes, we will achieve economies of scale, but I really want to emphasise this is not a cost-cutting exercise. This is about combining and leveraging our unique strengths to create something new and cohesive that delivers for you. It is clear that this government is very focused on research and science. There are significant reforms underway. These create some challenges. It's not going to be an easy road, but these challenges, I believe, are in the short term, and they will lead us to some exciting new opportunities in the future. The creation of a hub for eResearch infrastructure is aligned to these reforms and supports the outcomes the Minister is seeking, which is to maximise investment and create a more dynamic science, innovation and technology system that can respond to the priorities and keep pace with technological advances. We are pleased to be playing a part in supporting the Minister in achieving these outcomes. Now, the bit that you're probably all interested in is how we're going to get there, what's actually going on. So over the coming months, the teams at NeSI and REANNZ will be working closely together to enable as smooth and seamless an integration as possible while ensuring continuity of services for all our users and members. And I can tell you in all the conversations I've been in, continuity of services is a key theme that's come on time and time again. It is a key focus of ours. Broadly speaking, we will be taking a consolidation approach with NeSI people and services welcomed into REANNZ while retaining their current structure, delivery model and the unique focus on the researcher, which is fundamental to how NeSI operates. Our main focus is to achieve this integration with as little disruption as possible, both to the people at NeSI and REANNZ and everybody who uses our services. The Transition Advisory Board, or TAB, are key to making this happen. This board is representatives from the NeSI board and across the sector who are providing advice to the REANNZ board on the transition and future strategy development. You'll no doubt recognise some of these faces on the slide. You've heard from Amanda yesterday, though I know she's had to leave already. And Stephen Whiteside, who was here, has also gone back to Auckland. But Chris and David are around, and of course Nick, I don't know if I can't see Nick. Oh, there's Nick. Nick and I are also around, so please reach out to any member of the TAB, myself or Nick, if you have any questions throughout this process. This is the group who are actively involved in supporting REANNZ to work with NeSI through this transition. We're all equally invested in the success of the transition and are focused on ensuring continuity of service. So the Transition Advisory Board met last about 10 days ago, and this is the approach they agreed. So this is just hot off the press. The key purpose, as I've said time and time again, is to achieve the transition with as little disruption for people and services as possible. And there's 3 elements of that. Taking a broadly lift and shift, so to bring NeSI services metaphorically into REANNZ. On day 1, we expect NeSI people will largely be in the same roles, in the same locations, and delivering services in the same way. From 1st of July, we will start raising our gaze to the horizon, and we'll be focused on developing our strategy with the integrated team and the broader sector. We're not going to do this in isolation. So the next question is, what do we need from you, or how can you get involved? So as I've said before, we need you to be part of this and help us shape the future. We need your help so we can better understand and meet your needs and ensure we are set up to support you. At the moment, the teams are focused on the detail of how we make the integration successful, but from early May, we'll have those decisions made and we'll really turn our attention to what the future strategy will be, and that's where we need you. We'll be seeking out the views of our communities, so we'll be hitting the road somewhat to come and speak to you, so keep an ear out. Then come 1st of July, when the new arrangements come into place, we will continue to work with you to ensure our company strategy and business plan is based off what you need. Together, we will build a shared vision for the future. But for now, keep an eye on our website, where we'll be posting regular updates, or follow us on LinkedIn. And that's how or talk to a TAB member, myself or Nick. And that's how you can keep up to date with what's going on. That was it. It was a very simple message from me. Thank you for your time. I'm around for the rest of the conference. I'll be at dinner tonight. But we've probably got time for some questions, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you.